Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another military ration. Today's ration is old. Very, very old. And it was sent to me by Johnny. Johnny, thanks so much for sending me this old ration. So today I've got myself a sea rat. So technically this is a meal combat individual. Sea rats were replaced by these in 1958, but the name stuck. So these canned rations are called sea rats. So this meal is similar to the original sea rats in the sense that it's packed in cans, but these were introduced, the meal combat individual, to offer more variety to soldiers. So these were issued from 1958 to 1971. So at its youngest, this is 47 years old. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's inside this. I'm not promising to taste anything because botulism kills. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Meal combat individual, beans with meatballs in tomato sauce. Inside we've got a plastic spoon, accessories pack. I've got one large can, which is the beans with meatballs and tomato sauce. The B-2 unit, which is crackers, cola, beverage powder. All in one can, huh? Interesting. Chocolate nut roll. One little tin of jam. Nothing else in there. Some staining here, and things are sticky. And if I look at the can of meatballs, there seems to be some oozing happening. Yeah, I'd be oozing too if I was like a 65-year-old can. Johnny also included a P38 can opener to open these cans, but I can tell you right now, I will not be tasting the contents of this because it has all the indications of do not eat. It is scented and leaking. So this is the beans with meatballs and tomato sauce. It says the ingredients right on the top: water, cooked beef, beans, tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, onion, cheese, starch, spices, and garlic powder. Sounds pretty standard. So it does have some numbers on here. It says 9026. Just rinsed my can off here. This does not bode well. It sounds very solid. And it's thumping. Open it up. Ooh, this can opener works really well. I've had can rations once before, and it was a Japanese military ration. It was called the can meshi, and this can opener actually works better than that one. This is practically effortless. Like that. P38. I mean, relatively effortless. It's not hurting me at all, which is surprising. Oh yeah, I'm smelling it. It smells tinned. It smells a little bit like Chef Boyardee. Oh man. Oh, don't mind that. That's just the garbage truck outside. All right, so this dented portion is going to be tricky to get around. Oh, even around the dented part I went around. Good old P38. Whoa. That looks terrible. Look at that. Yep, and there's definitely some black mold around the edges here. All right, let's pour it out. Wow. That looks heinous. It smells heinous too. Very, very metallic. Yeah. So there we have some very old beans and meatballs. I'm sorry, fellas. I mean, I know this is very old, but this does not look appetizing at all. Most of the beans are stuck to the bottom of the can there. Yep. The next can I have is this one, and this is the B-2 unit. Crackers, cocoa, beverage powder, Southern Packing and Storage Company. This can actually looks in really good shape. No bulging, no leaks. Encountered some paper in there, which is a little bit weird. The Japanese can meshi ones are very similar to this in terms of the can size and the type of can, but I've also had some can items in my Russian MRE as well. All right, oh, there we go. Crackers. Look at that, not even broken. I'm actually very impressed with that. The crackers are not broken at all. There's a little bit of corrugated paper here to kind of protect the crackers, and they're not broken. They're totally intact. Okay, they're very dusty and covered with white stuff. So I'm not sure if that's mold or flour. And then down below, smushed in the bottom, this is probably cocoa powder. Look at this. Cocoa beverage powder, fortified. I would taste this, but everything is coated in this white powder and I can't distinguish if that is flour or if mold, and if it's mold, mold is bad news, but it smells good. The next can is this one. This is the chocolate nut roll. Contains sugar, water, flour, shortening, almonds, whole eggs, cocoa, non-fat dry milk, salt, citric acid, baking soda, vanilla flavoring. Made by Eunice King's Kitchen. 3.5 ounces from Sherman, Texas. Okay, this one too has a big dent in it, so I'm not going to taste this one either. Chocolate nut roll actually sounds pretty delicious. That had a nice little shh to it too. So it did keep the vacuum seal. Doesn't smell too bad yet. Okay. Ooh. Looks like some old cake. There we go. It's in a cupcake wrapper. It's got the shape of the can. And if we pull that off, it's still kind of got the consistency of a cake. And this is the chocolate nut roll. Oh, it's very, very hard. Kind of muddy and crumbly. But I think those are bits of chocolate. Boy, that does not smell good. And the last tin I have is this one, and this is just a tin of grape jam. Probably have those with your crackers. Ooh, that one had a nice little psh, fizzy hiss to it. Good sign. I like the size can. Much easier to open. Oh. Whoa. Now, while that hissed really nicely, that does not look good. See on the top of the lid there? That does not look like grape jam. There's some mold around here, and as you can see on the lid, that is not the color of grape jam. Look at that. That is brown, brown, oozy badness. So the last thing I'm going to open is this, and this is the accessories packet. And it contains matches, chewing gum, coffee, instant, cream substitute, sugar, and salt. And here's everything inside there. It smells kind of minty. Must be from the gum. Here's a packet of peppermint chiclets. Coffee, instant type 1, composition 2. I'm not going to drink this particular coffee, but I have had 6-year-old coffee from a previous MRE. If you want to see that video, I'll put the link down below. Here is the cream substitute, non-dairy. That is very, very brittle. And here is some toilet paper. Yep. Little bundle of toilet paper. Packet of iodized salt. And here are the matches. These matches are designed especially for damp climates, but they will not light when wet or after long exposure several weeks to very damp air. Let's see if they work. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, but let's give them a go anyways. Yep. Oops, we have fire. So there's the meal Combat Individual B-2 meal. Beans with meatballs and tomato sauce. Nothing looked particularly good, but everything was packed in metallic cans for over 50 years, so that is absolutely understandable. So this really wouldn't be an Emmy video unless I tasted something, so I'm going to taste this. And this is a B&M can of bread. Brown bread in a can. This is a very regional thing. You can find this pretty much all over New England. I live in Rhode Island on the East Coast, and I just found this at my grocery store. You can also get a version with raisins, but I just got the original. This bread contains molasses and is typically eaten with baked beans. Again, another regional kind of food. Direction: remove both ends of can if necessary. Gently push loaf out of one end, slice to desired thickness. So instead of using a P38, I'm going to use this. It was very kindly sent to me by Simon. Simon, thank you so much for sending me this very fancy can opener. It's a Con Recon, but it opens cans without any sharp edges. All right, let me show you how it works. You hear that hiss? Steve would be proud. And back turn it, take it off. Now I'm going to open the other side as well. And so you can just take off the lids without any sharp edges. Really great for kids, right? So same on this end, just pops it right off. And there's the bread. All right, there we go. So there's the bread. there's the loaf of bread. Slice of it. You can cut it thick or thin, however you like your bread. I like it a little bit on the thinner side. As you saw when I was slicing it, this is a pretty dense bread. It's got a good crumb to it. Has a great molasses smell to it. It smells kind of like brown sugar. I like it with a little bit of butter, but you can also toast it as well. Itadakimasu. And for bread that came out of a can, it's pretty good. It has a very strong flavor of molasses, which is that flavor that you can find in brown sugar. And it's just got a really strong kind of burnt sugar flavor. Not bitter, but just caramelized. In terms of texture, it's very similar to some of the German brots, those breads that are very dense and sometimes have some nuts in them and very kind of a moist texture. But the crumb is not fluffy. It's very firm. It's good. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Share this video with your friends and follow me on social media so you know what videos are coming up next. Or if there's something that you want to send me, you can find all my information on social media. And yeah, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in my next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!